As my good buddy Ryan said when we were sitting in the theater, this movie takes drunken mistakes to a whole new level. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Friendly Film Fan. Welcome to my review of Fantastic Four. It's a brand new Fantastic Four movie from Fox so that they can keep the rights still. And it's a reboot that came out like just this month. It stars Miles Teller, Kate Mara, Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Bell, Toby Kebbell, Tim Blake Nelson, partially written by Simon Kinberg and directed by Josh Trank. And in this movie, basically, you know the story of Fantastic Four by now, essentially. They're cracking interdimensional travel, and they go over there, they get their powers, they come back, and they have to learn to control them and work as a team. The problem is, you don't get to see, like, any of them getting to work together before they actually... This movie's garbage. It's a piece of trash. It's terrible. It's just a bad movie. It's not so bad that it's like laughably bad like the previous two Fantastic Fours. Like, you can still have fun with it by making fun of it. No, this one is just bad. It's just a bad movie. There's the editing is, oh my goodness, where was the editor? Where was the editor? Whoever edited this movie should be immediately fired, because there is no middle to this movie. It's just it's this long plotting exposition for like the first 2/3 of this movie. It's just a long plotting exposition, and then the last third of it is like this underwhelming climax, and then it's just over. And that's the movie. That's it. It's done. It's terrible. Once the Fantastic Four get their powers, they have this moment, and it's kind of like, oh, they just became these people, and they don't know like what's going on, and that was cool to see. But right after that, it just skips and it montages through like all the things that could have been really cool action set pieces, and it skips all that. It montages through everything. There's one cool scene in the woods involving Reed Richards in the last 10 seconds. The climax is so underwhelming, and the Fantastic Four in themselves, they do an alright job. I mean, it is the best Fantastic Four movie that we have. The problem is, it still sucks. Here's the thing. This is an uber talented cast. Miles Teller, right, from Whiplash. Kate Mara from, like, We Are Marshall and other stuff that I can't remember. Michael B. Jordan from Friday Night Lights and Chronicle, so he's worked with Josh Trank before. And Fruitvale Station. He's a great actor. Jamie Bell, I don't remember what he was in, but I know that it was well received. Toby Kebbell from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Josh Trank, the director of Chronicle. Chronicle was a great movie. So what happened here? Simon Kinberg, writer of Days of Future Past, worked with two other writers on this movie, and I think they had most of the say in it, because Days of Future Past was awesome, and this movie was not that at all. None of the scenes from the trailers are in this movie. Maybe two of them. But then, even then, there are different lines dubbed over the lines from the actual movie. It's like someone released the trailers, and then Fox was like, hey, make a completely different movie, but with all the same characters. And that's what we got. There were rumors for a while about like Josh Trank like showing up to set drunk, and like apparently the studio, and this has been backed up by a few credible sources apparently, according to John Campy of Collider Movie Talk, that Fox kind of bullied Josh Trank a little bit into like making this movie how they wanted to make it instead of letting him just make the movie. And that, that's a whole different issue for another time. The point is, Fox, your movie's really bad. We should have seen that when the red flag came up where they held a review embargo for 12 hours before the movie even released. They're like, no, we're hiding this movie. We don't want people to see it. Well, maybe that's because you wanted to cover your own mistakes. Maybe this isn't Josh Trank's fault. Maybe it's like a Gavin Hood situation with X-Men Origins, where the studio kind of bullied him a little bit, and I has to make a completely different movie. But oh my goodness, Doom in this movie. Doom. This was not Victor Von Doom. This was not Dr. Doom. He looked all right, I guess, but like he looked kind of cool initially, and then the rest of it was just like he looked like he looked like he just had a charred face with like the little vent looking thing. The thing is, like, his mask, like, melted into his face or something, I guess. I don't know. He looked terrible. He was not Doctor Doom. His costume was atrociously bad. He would like walk past people and they would just like, they would die because their heads would explode. I didn't even know, like, is that a thing that Doctor Doom does? Because I've never known him to do that. And this Doctor Doom makes the Doctor Doom from the other Fantastic Four movies, the ones with Jessica Alba in them, look like Thanos. Some of the dialogue in this movie, don't even get me started, some of the dialogue in this movie is just laughably bad. It's, well, not laughably bad, it's just cringingly bad. It's such bad dialogue. There's one line towards the climax of this movie where he's like, there is no something, there is only doom, and I'm just like, oh dude, come on. Like, how many people did that line have to get past to actually make it into that movie? Because that was one of the worst lines in any superhero movie ever. This movie ends and the team gets their name is so bad. It's so bad. It's terrible. This movie, I don't think I can talk about this movie for much longer without spoiling it, just because it's so bad that I have to talk about the spoilers to fully explain how bad it is. Don't worry, I will be putting up a spoiler talk at some point. That just means I have to endure this movie one more time. Guys, I'm sorry to say, Fantastic Four, it's a crap pile. It's a bad movie. And I really, really wanted to like this movie because I wanted Fox to be able to start building that universe with the Fantastic Four and the X-Men and Deadpool and all that. Massive miss with this movie, and I'm gonna give Fantastic Four 3.8 out of 10. It's that bad. It's not like just an okay bad. It's an actually bad movie. So, Fantastic Four, have you seen it? Please don't. What did you think about it? Comment below this review. Let me know what you thought. As always, guys, I'm the Friendly Film Fan. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.